Root and Press, little tiny bookstore on Chandler Street in Worcester.
No, I know it's across the street from another one.
No.
Okay.
No. Oh,
What's the one by Nancy Chan's building? I think there's one in the old technical bookseller, and then there's one in there. I'm just drawing a blank on the name.
No, stay down. Okay, we are live.
wonderful. Thank you, Brian. Hello, everyone. I'm Julie Brownlee, Principal Assessor for the town of Northborough, Massachusetts. This open meeting of the Northborough Board of Assessors is being conducted remotely, consistent with Governor Baker's executive order of June 16, 2021, an act relative to extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency. All members of the Board of Assessors are allowed and encouraged to participate remotely. The order allows the Board of Assessors to meet entirely remotely so long as reasonable public access is afforded so that the public can follow along with the deliberations of the meeting. The public is encouraged to follow along using the agenda posted on the town's website. Members of the public who wish to view the live stream of this meeting may do so by going to Northborough Remote Meetings on YouTube via the link listed on the agenda. Ensuring public access does not ensure public participation unless such participation is required by law. This meeting will not feature public comment. We'll do the roll call vote. Board of Assessors members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Bruce Morgan.
Here, present, yeah.
Christopher Reedy.
Here.
Assessors Department staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Tiffany Peters, Assessor Assistant.
Here.
Brian Fernandez, Assessor Data Collector.
Here.
Thank you. So the first order on the agenda is to review the minutes of December 7th. Are there any questions about those? Have you had a chance to look at them?
I did not. I'm halfway through right now. So
Okay.
I don't know if you want to put it off or.
No, we can give you a minute.
A couple of quick things. I think Tom McEnany's name is a capital E, I think.
It is. We might have a typo one place. I thought I caught all those, but you're right. It is.
It's entering first line of executive session, Emmett Logue and Bill Zagata, blah, blah, blah. At the end of that line, and then there's another one. In the next paragraph, line 3.
Well, it's not wrong on my copy.
Well,
Did you? Yes, I know. Did you just get this copy from me?
How many copies did you send? I don't know.
I meant if this email is in the past 20 minutes or not. So let me make sure I sent you the right copy. No, I'm sorry. It's misnamed and I've misnamed it on my folder. So let me send you the correct one. Just bear with me, I'm almost done.
Okay.
Okay, I have sent you the correct version. Um,
So okay, if this is the right, I just opened this, wait a minute, the McEnany's are still the same.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Either that or, wait a minute, yeah, the version at 510.
Okay, now I sent you, oh gosh, let me try one more time.
All right, it is correct to the one that I have.
But it's also, what Bruce has is a copy of when Tiffany wrote up the notes.
Okay,
So it's,
Oh,
it's,
okay, more
it's not,
detail.
it's more
Right.
detailed than
sure.
minutes are. Um, Okay, let's see if that one works.
Yes. You gotta get down without scratching up my neck. He hasn't done this for a while.
Okay, I thought this was going to be a really quick meeting. I apologize.
Now, this is only page 1 of 1.
That's correct.
Okay. That makes it a lot easier to review.
Mhm. Right, we have to take out the confidential things from the executive session.
Okay. Good.
Terrific. Thank you, Bruce. Okay, back to the agenda. So, are there any corrections needed or any discussion of the minutes?
No. So we're going to review executive session minutes at another time. The actual executive session minutes that are held in confidence.
Yes, of course, if you'd like to. I mean, you were there in the meeting, so.
Right, but we're supposed to vote on those and approve those, but they're not. But then we vote not to release to the public. But we still are supposed to review them just like any minutes. But in executive session, and they don't leave executive session, but we're supposed to review and approve executive session minutes. That's a new one on you?
Yes, it's not something that I observed when I was a clerk. And
Boy.
because the executive session minutes are it's definitely, we can certainly discuss that in a future meeting, I think. To me, they're summarized here without the confidential stuff being stated, and we made it clear what action is going to happen going forward.
But what actually was done in that executive session needs to be documented and needs to be approved.
The only thing that was done was we listened to the evaluation and asked questions.
Right, so we need notes on that. We need to approve what was discussed in that session.
Okay, we've had other executive session meetings, not for this particular topic, but on other
Yeah.
topics that were extensive and it hadn't come up before. So
And we haven't, yeah, so
If-
that's
if
that's an omission then in our processes.
okay, well, we are having an entire meeting on open meeting law and executive session and at the end
Okay.
of January, so we can talk about that then.
Okay,
Okay. All right, so if there's nothing else, then I'd like to entertain a motion to accept the minutes for December 7th as presented.
So moved.
second,
All in favor, Bruce,
aye,
Chris,
Aye.
Julie, I. And we have, then there were on December 10th, 4 motor vehicle abatements were processed in the amount of $396.02. Unless there's any questions, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve those abatements as presented.
So moved. Bruce, any questions?
no. So second,
Thank you. All in favor, Bruce,
aye,
Chris,
Aye.
Julie, I. And the main reason for this meeting, the bill warrants were created, the bills were created. And so for real estate, these were created on December 9th. And so I'd like you to approve the warrants for real estate for $53,901,136.17.
So moved.
second, we should be reviewing the actual documents, the warrant and the commitment.
Okay. I can screen share.
And make sure that the warrant and the commitment both have the same exact numbers and in digits and in words. Before we approve, we should be putting our eyes on those. And then I forget, who's signing them? Are we coming in to sign them or?
Well, we need 2 of the 3 and Chris is here.
Okay,
All right, let me think this through. Let's see. Do you know what? I'm not certain where I saved the warrants.
and it says warrants, how about the commitments?
The commitments? Yes, I'm gonna find the warrants first, though.
Right. But I mean, it's not in the agenda. The agenda is just warrants.
Nope, that's not it. Okay. I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared to show these per se. This is one of the hard parts for me of having the Zoom meeting. I apologize. I'm on vacation after tomorrow and I'm just trying to get everything done.
Are you going to sign them? Is Chris going to sign tonight though? Then you need to find them, right?
Well, I have the paper copies, Bruce. That's what I'm saying. I just don't remember where I saved them.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to take me a couple minutes.
Can we scan the paper copies we have and send them to Bruce?
Sure.
I mean, that would be less stress.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay.
Then Chris, we need the commitments too.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And that's not in the agenda. I don't know if that's okay or not.
I don't know. It's not a practice we observed.
What isn't?
Presenting the information, this information for the board. We did have them come in and sign and review. I'd actually have to double check on that. I'm not positive.
No. We can deal with that another time. I'll be right back. Tiffany's scanning things. I just need the personal property commitment.
Okay. No, is this what you did in Wayland?
Well, certainly the board reviewed and voted on the warrants and the commitments for these amounts, whatever they are, the two documents, right?
Yes.
I forget how many total documents do we have? Is it three warrants and three commitments then? One for real estate, one personal, one CPA?
Are you
Are they
asking
written-
me a question?
Is it one? I can't remember because it's been a couple of years for me. Is it one
There's-
warrant for all three categories or three warrants?
So, okay, I can answer that question, but I'm not going to answer it exactly how you asked it. So there's a separate warrant for the real estate, a separate warrant for the personal property, and then one warrant that covers CPA and betterments and liens.
Okay,
Okay. For the commitments, there's one for personal property and there's one for everything else.
okay,
So there's two commitment papers and three warrants.
okay.
So Tiffany is scanning them all in one document and she'll send them to you.
Great.
And then she'll bring them in here so Chris and I can look at them together.
And the practice that Julie is doing is what we were doing in Shrewsbury. In the past, they had individual commitments, and then there's a form, I forget the number, where you could combine the
Right,
all of the CPA, waters, betterment.
Yeah.
right. I thought we had just one, we had three warrants and one commitment is what I'm remembering now.
I think that the reason that we have two is because the personal property is a different vendor than the real estate. So the information is imported separately. To my mind, it doesn't make any difference. It's accounting either way and the numbers add up either way.
Right. Just gives you another document to keep track of if it's not all one commitment.
I'm going to make sure. I don't think I told her to give me the copies when she's done. Doesn't matter. All right.
Chris, you get involved in any of this in Leominster, or you're totally out of it?
We just had classification last night, so we haven't gotten to that point yet.
But I mean, are you involved in doing it yourself or no?
We probably all sign it. They sign things manually.
Are you on the board there?
Yes, yeah, it's
Oh, I didn't know
Rick,
that.
Bill
Okay.
and I.
I didn't realize that either. That's
Yeah.
great. That's great.
Yeah.
All right. So
It's an
here,
internal board.
all right. So here we have real estate.
Mhm.
All kinds of room here.
That's all we're people on that vacation.
Real estate,
Okay.
personal property, CPA betterments and liens.
Mhm.
Here is the real
Tax
estate and
commitment, huh?
everything.
Okay.
And the personal property.
Okay.
Once you've had a chance to review them, I will read all the numbers into the record.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Do you know what, Bruce? Okay, the total I sent you for the personal property is incorrect. I have a correction on another page, and that's why it doesn't match. So I'm gonna have Tiffany send you the corrected one. There was an error that the consultant who helps us with growth creation found that we corrected. So the warrant is correct, but the commitment I gave you.
So the commitment is these are landscape munis printouts.
Yes, they say tax commitment book.
Yes.
Of them.
Yeah. Are the numbers clear for you, Bruce?
Well, I don't know how to turn this sideways. I suppose maybe I should print them out, but right. So the personal property, I'm just looking for where's the 53,901,136.17 for real estate.
It's underlined in the middle of the commitment page, the munis
Oh
commitment
my
page.
God. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Fantastic.
And the rest of all those are
They're itemized.
sewer,
In-
water, CPA.
Yes.
Okay, so they're kind of. So the total should be 53,901,136.17 plus 869,130.75 should be,
Yes,
should add up to 54,770.
yes. Are you listening to the voices?
They were
Are you listening to the voices outside?
listening.
It's always good.
It's not Christmas carols.
I'm gonna go out for a minute. We're doing the assessing software rollover right now, and so
Gotcha.
I can hear them
Fine.
talking about it.
Okay. So as far as what you're signing, Chris, like I've never seen a commitment that looked like this. This is something this is a report out of Munis, but it's always been written up as a document that looks like the warrant. But I mean, part of the language is the warrant is, and it talks about this is being committed to the, there's nothing here. It's just, this is just a printout with numbers. This is how you've done commitments in the past, because I never have.
And that's the document we worked off of. I know the other warrants that we have are correct. I can't remember if we had a specific commitment form. I would have done it last year. If there had been prior years, I had not done it. Someone in the office had done it, so I'm not familiar. Not familiar enough to be able to say.
Yeah.
This is, of course, what we did in May for the preliminary billing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the numbers are there. The numbers match up. So.
All right, so I will read them aloud. We are committing and have the warrant for, I'll start from the beginning again. Real estate taxes for quarters 3 and 4 of fiscal year 22, the actual tax bills, in the total of $53,901,136.17. I'd like to entertain a motion that we accept that amount.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, Bruce?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Julie? Aye. For personal property, we have, again, for quarters 3 and 4 of fiscal year 22 actual tax bills, we have a total of $1,828,082.45. I'd like to entertain a motion that we approve that amount as presented.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, Bruce?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Julie? Aye. The last warrant combines CPA, which is Community Preservation Act, sewer and water betterment monies, and the liens that people owe on sewer and water. Combined, they total for fiscal 22 quarters 3 and 4 actual tax bills. The total is $869,130.75. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve this amount.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, Bruce?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Julie? Aye. Okay, so I also want to present to you when the bill creation was done, there was an error found earlier. I don't remember if it was a month or two ago. We did uncollectible abatements at the request of the treasurer's office. One abatement that they requested and that we did should not have been, because it was based on the fiscal 22 bill, which we didn't have the total of that bill yet. Do you follow where I'm coming from?
I'm good.
Sure.
Okay, so that amount should not have been abated, and we reversed the abatement, and that was where we had an error in personal property total taxing. The abatement that we reversed was in the amount of $404.46. It's and as I said, the business had not been technically deleted in our personal property software, and therefore an abatement should not have been done for fiscal 22. So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve that abatement reversal.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, Bruce?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Julie? Aye. Thank you. Finally, one other error correction. There was a property a year ago that a payoff was done on the betterment at the request of the owner, and then, but it shouldn't have been done because the check had not been received. And within a day or two, the abatement was, excuse me, the betterment payoff was reversed so that it is still on the books. That property still owes the betterment. However, the reversal wasn't done completely. And the sewer betterment interest for 3 years was missing. It showed a 0. And when we created, every year, we update all that information in spreadsheets and on sewer betterment physical cards that we have. And when we did that process, we caught the mistake. So we reinstituted on a specific property. On the 2020 bill, we reinstituted $24. On the 2021 bill, we reinstituted $32. These are, and on the 2022 bill, $16. So that is what the interest should have been charged if the reversal had been done properly. That was a lot of stuff to say that we made a mistake and now we've corrected it. Do you understand well enough to vote on that, or should we talk about it a little more?
That sounds clear enough.
Okay, good. All right.
Routine,
yes.
unfortunately, but it's routine.
Right. The good thing is all the checks and balances that we have in place. So the error happened, but the error was caught. I'd like to entertain a motion to accept, I'm sorry, I have to do some quick math here. Accept reinstating $72 in sewer betterment interest on this property.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, Bruce?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Julie? Aye. That is the end of what we have. We don't have any executive session because there wasn't a topic for tonight. So I'm happy to, unless there's anything anyone wants to discuss, I'm happy to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, Bruce?
Aye.
Chris?
Aye.
Julie? Aye. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night.
Enjoy your holidays, Bruce.
You too. Thank you.
Yes. Bye.
Merry Christmas, Bruce.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah.